You guys, this last season that just ended in Brawl Stars was just mind-blowing. I saw all of your guys' tweets that you're sending at me of these different brawlers being pushed in the game. Crazy trophy totals that is really hard to comprehend. We had 3 different brawlers pushed to 2,000 by OG, Bobby, and Alec. I believe it was Gene, Carl, and Spike. We had another, probably my favorite milestone that was achieved this last season, 2,000 trophies on Mortis. And no, it was not done in Showdown. He did it in a 3v3 game mode, and I want to get more on that later on in the week if you guys are interested. But what we're going to be honing in on in today's video is an absolutely insane, mind-blowing milestone, and that is the world record trophy high on one individual brawler, and that is on 8-bit, clocking in at a grand total of 2,528 trophies in one season. Guys, I don't know what it is with these players. They are absolutely insane. I remember when 2,000 was a crazy milestone. Now people are getting in 2,500s. That's insane. And more people getting to 2,000s. But guys, what we're going to be doing in today's video is outlining some of this 8-bit gameplay, really high level gameplay that I'm sure you guys are all going to enjoy. So I hope you guys are all pumped up. Let's get straight away into it. Here we go. So we're starting off today's video over on the world record holder in Brawl Stars for the most trophies achieved on one individual brawler. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but it's Alive something, and his @ is Sin Brawl Stars. So Alive Sin, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just call him Sin in today's video. But as you can see, Alive kind of popping up once again. I made a little mistake on our last episode where we outlined an accomplishment from another player with an Alive handle or Alive in their name. Basically, they have a team, and Alive is like the team name, so make sure to keep that in mind. This is just one player within that team. But as you can see in his description, he has 2,528 on 8-bit, so that is his record for it. He ended the season, I believe, at 2,502. With this screenshot, his pinned comment here with 2,514 likes, but I'm just going on what is being seen in the description. So 2,528, which is I can't even comprehend, guys. He must have played all day, every day for 14 days on 8-bit alone. So guys, he managed to achieve this in solo showdown only, and of course with it, there's going to be a tiny bit of teaming in the gameplay, but nothing malicious. When you get really high up in trophies, that is the meta, so we kind of have to deal with that. The only time it is a problem is when it is organized, but I don't sense any of that from the gameplay that you guys are about to see. Also, before we get into the gameplay, a little bit of a PS. I would love to hear if you guys would like to see a little bit of that gameplay from the Mortis world record. I know there were tons of other world records that were achieved this last season, but of course Mortis is near and dear to my heart, and seeing someone pushing him that high is like so freaking cool. I love it so much, so I'll try to get on that if you guys want to see it. But without any further ado, let's get into this gameplay. Okay guys, so we're over on the YouTube channel of the world record holder where the gameplay is held, and this is the gameplay that we're going to be reviewing in today's video. But we're on his channel here. I know I can't really pronounce it, I don't speak the language, but I'll be leaving a link in the description down below. Be sure to check him out. Even if you don't understand the content, I'm sure he would really enjoy like a thumbs up or a nice comment, or if you are so inclined, a nice little subscribed. He's sitting at 2.4k subs. Maybe we can get him to like 3 or 3.5. That'd be really cool. But guys, without any further ado, let's get into the sucker. All right, everybody. So getting into the very first match of the gameplay in today's video. Now, like I said before, there's going to be a little bit of teaming involved in the gameplay today. He is sitting at over rank 35, so more than 1,250 trophies in this gameplay. So that is the meta when you are this high. Even if you're a little bit lower, like 900 trophies, 800 trophies, 1,000 trophies, there is a buttload of teaming. So I know opinions out there, teaming can be a really hot topic, controversial topic, but when you're this high, you have to kind of go with the meta, especially if you're going to push a bit in Showdown. It's just the way it is. It's almost like if you wouldn't do it, you would play like with one arm behind your back in like a professional sporting event or something like that. So that's just the way it rolls. The only time it really comes and it's bad and it's malicious teaming is when it's organized, right? Where you're trying to coordinate with your friends to hop into a game, get a full lobby of teaming, and then they let you win. That's against TOS. This is not necessarily against TOS, though a lot of people don't like it, so make sure to keep that in mind. I don't necessarily love teaming. I don't team myself, but I still think if he got 2,528 trophies with some teaming involved, I think that is so dang commendable either way. we can't like write off the accomplishment just because he teamed a little bit and was doing what the meta is there for. But enough teaming, enough ranting about teaming. Let's get into the gameplay. So he's going in on Penny here. He's also using the second star power where you can come back to life, which is incredibly important in Showdown. If you have any star power that helps you to save your life, healing, any brawlers with healing or anything like that, works out really good in Showdown because you need to preserve your life. And what better to have a second life in a game mode where you should only have one. Freaking OP. So here we go, looking like he's talking about something in the video. Let's go. Weebs out there, unite. But here we go. So he's posting up the top left-hand corner. He still has that second life available for him if he needs it. There is a crow at 10 power cubes, which can be really, really iffy here. He's up against another Brock with 3 power cubes. Not that much teaming in this video. We saw him spin a few times, but this seems like a pretty traditional Showdown match, right? Even at such a high trophy range, things are just playing out as normal. So he's camping it out. He's waiting for Crow to take out the Brock so he can secure that second place. They still got that second life, but I don't think he's going to be able to hang in there and get first place unless, what is this Crow doing? What a crazy man. Maybe you didn't expect that second life to come in. Holy man. So taking first place in that match. And again, he is above rank 35 right now. So absolutely insane. I don't play a whole lot of Showdown or anything like that, so I don't know how many trophies you go up if you take first place at this high of trophies. Just lack of experience. I've never pushed a brawler that high up there. I try to avoid it. But here we go. Getting back into it. So he's managing to take out the bull. All I know, and the bull is AFK, all I know is that I believe the amount, so the positioning like 4th through 1st is where it's positive, right? So the higher up you go, the harder it is to get positive trophies. So the least amount of leeway you have if you go higher. But here we go. He's rounding the corner up to the left lane. I find this special event game mode isn't typically amazing for 8-bit if you get pinched off by the robot, so you have to be really cognizant of where that robot is spawning in, because if you get pinched down by that robot with that lack of movement speed, it's going to catch up to you and just absolutely destroy you. So, but it seems to be working out just fine for him. So he has 2 power cubes. He's playing it safe. No teaming involved yet, which is good. He's up against that Primo. Even if a Primo has so many power cubes, I find sometimes tanker units, or even if you just have a bunch of power cubes, people tend to like tag team on like the big boss of the map, you know what I mean? So looks like the Sprout and the 8-bit are kind of working together. Okay, here's a little bit of teaming involved here. I guess that is a really good point to point out about 8-bit using that station to distract against the robot. And now I think Alive or Sin really wants to go in on this robot to take the cubes. Ooh, looks like he's a loyal teamer, which is always pretty cool. I remember when I used to team way back in the day when it wasn't such a, there wasn't such a bad stigma around it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I loved making a friend in the game mode, being nice to them and protecting them with my life. But then, you know what? Duo Showdown came out, and then you get that cool dichotomy or that dynamic in that way. So there's not really any, it's not really necessary anymore in Solo Showdown. But here we go. Once again, this Sprout getting freaking rushed down by that robot. Oh, they're working together again. So here we go. Oh, there's a lot of teaming. I'm telling you guys, it is so dang meta at this point. Looks like the whole group is going up against the 2 BBs. But how is this going to turn out? How is he going to make this work up against these guys? Still not going for his little partner in crime over here. And he's managing just to get every single person. How is this going to turn out now? Oh, he managed to let that guy take first place. Oh, never mind. He's taking it himself. So another first place victory. Let's keep the ball rolling here. This is actually really exciting. It's cool to see how different areas in Brawl Stars is played, right? I'm pretty experienced in somewhat decently high level gameplay in 3v3 game modes, but Showdown, I never see it. I never play it. So it's cool to see how really good Showdown players play at this range. So we have the robot spawning in the middle there. He knows that, so he tries to keep his distance. Very smart move. He doesn't have a super to try to avoid that pressure from the robot, so perfect on his part. So we'll see how this turns out. He's bush checking here. You don't want someone to get the jump on an 8-bit. They'll take you out really, really quick. But I guess with 8-bit, since he does have a lot of DPS, you can kind of stand your ground in that sense. So it looks like he wants in on the teaming action down there. A Spike and a Shelly. Not gonna lie, even when teaming was a thing and I did teaming way back in the day, I would always be so dang cautious with the people that I want to spin at, right? I would never, ever, ever team with a shotgunner. My goodness. And guys, when I'm talking about teaming way back in the day, it was way back in the day, like beta phases. I remember there was a whole phase in Brawl Stars where Showdown really was like, it was okay to team for a really long time. People would do it, even your favorite content creators. But then there was this big stigma around it, and then everyone kind of took a stand against it. And I wanted to help out in any way I could. So I just decided to stop teaming, and duo showdown came around the corner. So there really wasn't a reason to do it. But here we go. So it looks like the 8-Bit and the Nita are trying to get their super. Oh, never mind. I thought they were teaming, but a little backstab action. Got to keep that in mind when you're teaming. When you see someone backstab another person, he is not trustworthy to team with. That's for dang sure. So I'm sure Sin is thinking that right now, trying to keep a safe distance away from that 8-Bit. And now we're just kind of riding out the match. That Spike down there looks like took out his teammate. He's got 8 power cubes. He's most definitely the final boss. I believe we still have our second life, which is good. Yeah, you could tell Sin never trusted that 8-Bit up there at all. So he managed to take him out, and it looks like the robot is going to take him out as well. But the robot is now on Spike, but Spike does have enough power cubes to take him out quite easily. How the heck is this going to turn out in Sin's favor here? Is he going to be able to take first place using that station for defense? Fantastically played. He still has the second life too, and managed to take another first place. Absolutely insane. So 3 games, 3 first place victories. Really, really good. But yeah, guys, that's the gameplay that I have for you in today's video. I find it so dang intriguing that this guy managed to get 8-Bit to 2,528 trophies in Showdown. Man, the time dedication required to do that is just really, really hard to wrap my head around. I don't know if I could sit down and play Brawl Stars for that amount of time. So huge props to him. From the gameplay that I saw, the teaming wasn't super malicious or anything like that. It was kind of like what everyone else was doing, right? So he's fitting into the meta and doing his best to gain trophies in a meta that he was playing in. So huge props to Sin over here for having the highest ranked brawler in the entire game. And I don't think that one's going to be touched for quite a while here. But you know what? I find myself saying that a lot whenever we outline these crazy milestones, and I get surprised once again each time a new season rolls around. 2,000 Mortis, 2,528 8-Bit. Are you kidding me? That's absolutely insane. But yeah, guys, make sure to let me know in the comments down below if you are interested in some of that Mortis gameplay. I feel like we have a lot to learn from someone like that who managed to get that high up in 3v3s alone, something that I failed to do with all 14 days of a season. I only managed to get to like 1,150 trophies. This guy blew my record, or my trophy amount, right out of the water. So I feel like it'd be really interesting to see that gameplay as well. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for you in today's video. Be sure to go check out Sin's stuff in the description down below. He definitely deserves our praise for what he accomplished this last season. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed it, be sure to slap a like on it. I really appreciate that. And with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.